Um, we're gonna be I'm gonna be talking about Rolling Loud. This is the California one, the 2023. I didn't go to it physically, but I did watch all 3 days from start to finish, all the live streams. I had both stages up because they didn't show the third one, which had some artists. So not all of these I got to see, and the ones I didn't get to see, I won't talk about really. And if I forget which one from on which stage, sometimes they weren't really that memorable. But we'll start off with Friday, the 3rd of March, March 3rd, right? Friday's one. It was good. It was good. This one I did tune in a little bit later than I wanted to, so I didn't see everyone. And one thing I realized is that the people on each day changed around. Like Ski Mask performed on Friday, I'm pretty sure, and not on Sunday. If I'm remembering, yeah, I think yeah, he didn't perform on Sunday. He performed on Friday, pretty sure. And there was a bunch of like other different little things. It's not everyone performed on that day, but I'll just talk about the performances, I guess, not more of as a day. But Cardi's performance was the second best. I know people are a big fan of Cardi, but it was the second best. Travis's, even though it didn't get streamed, uh, it somehow was on YouTube and recorded as if Rolling Loud was recording it. So somehow someone got it and put it on there. And yeah, so I watched that, and Travis's was the best performance of the whole Rolling Loud. I gotta say. Um, and Cardi, and then I gotta go. Like Uzi, and Uzi's was kind of nice because it's just Uzi kind of being Uzi for a minute. Um, but yeah. And Trippy didn't even perform on Friday. He performed on Sunday. So yeah, this was kind of weird. I don't know why they had it like this, where they showed names and then they just changed it all around. It's kind of stupid on their part. Like, I was up with all this last minute changing. It felt like. But Rolling Loud seems like there's a lot of complications with it. It never runs smoothly. Like like during the Deuce, I think it's Duke Deuce, right? Yeah. But during his set, I don't. Everyone's probably seen just a little clip of him, doing. I forget the name move, but it's like the Dudley Bros. The Dudley Brothers move, where the one Dudley dude lifts him up, and the other one comes back and delivers a stunner, a pop up stunner. I think that's what it's called, a pop up stunner, if I'm not mistaken. Right? But they pop up stunner some like dude. I'm guessing that he just wandered on the stage somehow. Like, was security not there? Like, did like security not care that some random dude was just walking on stage? But dude, that was cool. He just goes, pop up stunners this dude, right? And he just gets back into his performance, hitting his moves. And I gotta say that was just it's just energy. And I like that because it's just the energy that he brings, which was cool. Um, but yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on a lot of things. I just want to talk about ones that I personally liked. Um, Ken Carson's "Destroy Lonelies." They both had really good sets. I went back and watched them because I think they were on around similar times. Um, and so I didn't get to, or I just didn't pay attention to one of them fully. So yeah, went back and just watched them when the videos got released. Um, yeah, Xavier Wolf, he came out with two other people. He came out with Bones, right? And then who was the last one he came out with? Oh, he came out with one other person. But yeah, they had a good little set. Um, Music, no, that's my type of music, to be honest. I listen to on a more daily basis. So yeah, it was great. Um, I gotta say though, on the pretty sure it was Sunday. Sundays was it was Sunday or Saturday. I don't know, one of them. It was good. Uh, because like all the artists on one stage were all just like good, and they were the morning ones, right? Those are the more daytime ones where not a lot of people are, but it was good lineup. They had a guy named Nana. He was absolutely like fire. Right, then the second person after him, they were called Bad Neighbors. They were fire too. And then the third was Harper, and then I love Harper. He's amazing. And then trying to remember the way they had it in, but then they had Night Lavelle. And Night Lavelle was later on. They had Josiah. And then they had Jaleel. Like it was just like heat after heat after heat. Good performers. His. And then they had yeah, they just had a bunch of great performances. I think it says on here. Um yeah, they had Ramirez and Night Lavelle and stuff, and it was great. I checked the other stage. I think it was on the Levi one. Listened to that K Charles. He was all right. The M Triplin one, I didn't really tune into as much. I think I forget who else was on, but I think someone else was on. I think it might have been one like Ramirez or something around the same time. Um, but yeah, then Puya came out. Puya smashed it, did good things. But overall, this Million was a pretty good one. I mean, I didn't get to see all of them. I've seen like some people have recorded some of the other stages sets, so I want to watch those videos. Kind of like Dito Sama's was on there. Then I think a lot of the other ones like Cash Dami, I didn't get to see. Love Cash Dami, but um, yeah. Um, I actually enjoyed the Ice Spice set. Actually, is I think her music is growing on me a little bit more because I like New York drill, and she does have that very like that New York drill vibe and stuff. So I like it in that sense. It's just some of the lyrics are kind of just the same lyrics. I feel like in some of her songs, just replays. That's why I haven't really tuned in. I haven't really listened to her album at all. I think I've only heard the song with Lil TJ, and that's about it. And the Princess Diana, I think it was Princess Diana, one of her songs. I think I've heard that one. And the one that has with TJ is a different name. I don't know, but yeah, it's not bad. It was an overall. It was a solid set. I mean, they didn't record Travis's, which a lot of people on this they didn't stream Travis's set. I haven't put out a video yet, because Travis said no because of what happened at Astroworld. Which is tragic, right? So I guess he was just kind of being cautious, which makes sense. I mean, I would be very cautious too. Uh, but yeah, Future was great. The guests that were brought out, a Little Wayne brought out he brought out Nicki, which was cool. Future Future brought out he brought out Nardo Wick, and then he also brought out who was the other one? ASAP Ferg, which was cool. And then one of the worst performances was of this whole event though was Trippy Red. Trippie Redd was disappointing as hell. Like, yeah, he kind of sang some of his songs and kind of performed them, but then he literally just sat on his stairs. Then he brought out Little Mosey. Little Mosey performed one song. He just sat on his stairs smoking the whole time. He acted like he didn't want to be there. It was so bad. It was just like, why did you even agree to this if you're not even gonna perform? Right? Like, and then he brought out DDG, right? DDG performed Moonwalking in Calabasas. Lil Mosey performed, was it Blueberry Fuego? I think Blueberry Fuego. Then did a little speech and like how it was good to perform. I think he beat he beat his case. He wasn't found guilty of it. So you know, That's good to hear, I guess. Didn't really follow him after, honestly, after Blueberry Fuego. I kind of stopped following his music, to be honest. But yeah, Trippie Red just didn't have any of the energy really, and it was the worst, one of the worst performances that I saw. Like everyone else, they brought energy. Yachty's performance was really good, but that crowd was not feeling Yachty for some reason. And Yachty, you could tell. I think Yachty was like, he's like, y'all ain't feeling me. You could really see, like, he was trying to get them, engaged, but they just weren't engaging. I think it was because he started playing some songs off of Let's Start Here, and those songs can be a little bit slower. So, and then he started, playing. Then he played Poland and Minnesota. Was trying to get them hype with, those songs. But I think the crowd was just kind of, they weren't feeling it for some reason. But overall, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it because I love Let's Start Here. That's one of as far as we're talking, that's the best album of 2023 so far. Um, and yeah, it was a good. Kevin Gates wasn't too weird on stage. I've seen some of the clips of him like performing his own shows, and he's gets really weird with his movements. Danny Towers, um, Florida Water got played 3 times because Danny Towers performed it, Ski Mask performed it, and then Lil Tyler performed it too. All three of them performed it, so it's just like that song got played 3 times, and it was pretty good. But I think Sunday was the more like emo. I think it was Sunday were more emo stuff. Yeah, Sunday was more emo, and I liked it. In the earlier part, it was just more emo vibes, more like the rock, emo trap stuff, and it was great. Um, but yeah, Central C didn't get enough love. That's all I gotta really say. Central C performed well. I love Central C, but yeah, he just didn't get the love from the crowd, especially when he played Doja. I think, um, I don't know, I think Loading kind of got a little bit of reaction out of the crowd too. But yeah, like a lot of that I didn't get to see. Um, One thing I do have to say was that I watched that Cash Corbin, and I forget he came out with someone else. Um, I forget who he came out with, but it was weird. It was probably the weirdest one, cause like it was that Charlie. I think I'm seeing right there. This guy, this one, these two, they came out together, and it's just like them. Like they did some songs. The songs are kind of like they weren't the best, to be honest. I didn't really feel it that much, but get your bag, I guess. But then they just got a whole bunch of like girls on stage, and they were just like, I just dancing with them. I was just like, is this really a performance? Like, okay. The baby was actually did pretty well too. He just performed, his big songs. Um, I just talk more about the more male rappers, about the female rappers for a little bit now. Bia was cool. I like Bia's music, so I knew a lot of the songs and so she had good energy, engaging with the crowd. There was this. I think it's this one. I don't want to pronounce her name, but if you see my mouse right there, Shinsia. She's Jamaican, I'm pretty sure, right? And so she brought a little bit of like, if you heard like some of early Rihanna's music, like Pon de Replay and stuff like that, where she has more of that accent like that. On stuff, I had that very reminiscence of that, but she wasn't that bad. But then a lot of it was just her talking and stuff, and I couldn't understand some of it because the quality was really bad on the mic. Um, and yeah, I didn't watch. I missed Polo G's, so I didn't watch that. But Moneybag Yo's I watched, was cool and stuff, and yeah, yeah. This is overall a pretty good, pretty good. Puya and Fat Nick killed it. I didn't know why Fat Nick needed to, or not Fat Nick, Puya needed to have his hair all red. Looked a little weird, to be honest, but yeah, this was This isn't good. Good little performance. I'm excited to watch the Miami ones. Maybe get my thoughts on those ones. Let me know if you like this type of videos or if they're nah. And yeah, we don't need Soldier Boy AB back ever again. Well, no, I gotta say that though. AB, motherfucker's got like 2 songs. Soldier Boy, same thing. Only like 2 songs that people know. Literally, he has to play like "Kiss Me Through the Phone." His Pretty Boy swag, "Kiss Me Through the Phone," and then crank that to get the crowd moving. All of his other songs, no one's vibing to. I'm sorry, like Soldier Boy